What we're going to do right here is go back, way back into time.
So this is a little video for anyone who has not played with shortwave radio for many years and remembers a time when it was a box with lots of dials and knobs. And now it's all done in software using an SDR. So this is for people using the SDRplay RSP1A for the very first time. So what is an SDR receiver? An SDR receiver is a software-defined radio receiver, and that's a radio receiver where much of what traditionally was done in hardware is now done in software. The SDRplay RSP1A hardware does all the upfront filtering, amplifying, mixing, and analog to digital conversion, and then sends a digitized signal to your PC over a USB cable, and then the SDR Uno software performs the rest of the processing chain. The RSP1A is a powerful wideband SDR, and it covers the radio spectrum from long waves to microwaves. All it needs is a PC and an antenna to give you this communications receiver functionality. You see there on the picture the black box itself, the RSP1A. We need some kind of antenna, and for shortwave this is just a length of wire, probably 10 meters long, and try and get it a few meters above ground, and then a USB cable connecting to your PC. So to get started, once you've got your RSP1A, you'll go to the website sdrplay.com and click on Start Here. Then it's a case of following the prompts to choose your operating system, which might be Windows 7 or Windows 10, and a warning just to make sure you don't let your antivirus software cause any problems. Once you've registered the device, it's a case of selecting SDR Uno, and at the very end of the installation process you'll be able to just click on that final window just to say that the installation was successful. The next couple of slides show the kind of prompts you'll get. You'll be asked to just prove you're not a robot and start the download, which will identify itself as a little window at the bottom left hand corner of the screen, which once it's fully downloaded you just click on the little up arrow and click on Open.
At 6 o'clock you can hear the Admiral himself.
Then follow the prompts and just allow SDR Uno to run on your computer, accept the license agreement. At this point your RSP is still not connected. Then just follow the remaining prompts, saying next, and finally install, and SDR Uno will automatically install. You may get a message saying Windows can't verify the publisher. Don't worry about that. Just say OK, and then you should get this final message saying connect your RSP. Now just wait a few seconds and then plug in your RSP1A and click on Next. You then click on Finish and SDR Uno will launch, and lots of windows will appear automatically and arrange themselves on your PC screen. Just accept those defaults for now. So now it's time to add an antenna. Now for shortwave, 10 meters or so of PVC coated multi-strand wire will work well. Speaker wire, any kind of conductive wire. Try and get it outside, away from strong sources of electrical interference. You can just strip away the plastic coating from the end of the wire and insert 2 or 3 small strands into the center hole of the coax socket. Just make sure you don't short out against the outer of the coax socket. This is really just to get you going until you decide what kind of antenna setup you want. And then you can also connect another wire just to the outside of the coax to act as a kind of counterpoise or a ground. Depends if you're high up. Maybe you connect it to a metal radiator system, or even another length of wire to act as a counterpoise. Tape these connections carefully, and then obviously for a more permanent solution, get some dedicated connectors and coax. So lots of advice on where to do that as you get into it. Then, in terms of getting the wire antenna outside, cable ties make excellent supports. Try and keep the wire away from metal objects as much as possible, or sort of damp, wet surfaces, which will tend to attenuate any shortwave signals. Anyway, with just a simple wire like that, you should start receiving your first shortwave signal. Right, we recommend using a mouse with a roller wheel, because the roller wheel becomes your tuning dial. Press the green play button to start the receiver, and then look across for the bands button and select broadcast bands as shown in the picture here. And you should see, for example, the 49 meter band, which when you click on it will set the receiver to receive on 6050 kilohertz, that's 6 megahertz, and you should start to visually see all the signals that are available. You can then move the mouse to the frequency display, rolling your mouse wheel over whichever digit you want to move. So the 0.1 kilohertz is quite a good one to choose. That gives a very nice tuning speed for the mouse wheel. The other settings should all be okay for actually hearing AM audio broadcasts as they are. Obviously, as you get into this, you can start to look at video guides and read the manual to see all the amazing settings that you can change for further optimizing. So, if you're in Europe and just a few hundred kilometers from North Germany, in the daytime you should be able to hear Radio Mi Amigo International on 6085 kilohertz. There's a clickable link here to a demo of how it sounded in the UK a couple of weeks back.
Thanks for being so nice about that.
And hopefully this is just the beginning of an exciting journey. Join the Facebook group to find out what others do with their SDRplay RSPs. Explore different antennas. If you've got real space restrictions and have to have indoor antennas, there's I think got a magnetic loop, or mag loop for short, which is really recommended. They're very, very resilient to electrical interference. Again, Google mag loops for antennas, or mag loop antennas for shortwave to find out lots of more information on this. And of course, across that frequency spectrum, you can explore weather maps, satellite images, TV, slow scan TV, numerous messaging, data systems, air traffic control, and so on. Again, lots of examples on the SDRplay YouTube channel. Guides and documentation from the download section of the website under software. Here's where you find the SDR Uno manual. And under video guides, we've got a video guide and information link full of links to all our own comprehensive video guides. And most importantly, if you get stuck, you can get support direct from SDRplay. By going to support, you can raise a ticket with the support centre, and you will get same-day help 7 days a week from during daylight hours in the UK and United States. And that's whether you bought your RSP1A from us directly by going to the purchase page here on our website, or via a local distributor where potentially local language support may be available. So we hope you'll have great fun with SDR, software defined radio, the new way of tuning into shortwave and a lot more besides.